Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name's Mary Kelly. I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium and I've been working for the last 25 years providing both face-to-face psychic readings and telephone readings for my clients. I'm now wanting to throw the net wider and feel guided to help and uplift and heal a wider audience. The initial current situation reading that I'm about to do, if it resonates with you, then I will look further into it and look at the energies over the next week ahead and what's going to be happening. Also give you some messages of guidance and a kind of look at spiritual guidances at the end of the reading as well. Please watch your ascendant sign, moon, sun and Venus for the best fit, because sometimes things resonate better when you look at other signs, especially the ascendant sign, which is 75% of your personality. And of course, if you like my channel, please subscribe. It's early days for me. These are the first videos that I'm putting up on YouTube. I am learning all the time and I'm making mistakes as I go, so hopefully things will become a little bit sort of smoother. If you want to see any subsequent readings that I post, then please click on the notification bell as well and share. And of course, if you like the reading, that'd be nice to know. Okay, so let's get started. So this is weekly love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Messages, and information. Weekly love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Okay. Guidance, messages and information. Dear Father, Mother, God, Great White Spirit, angels of love, please guide me to the information I need to give now. Okay. Messages and information for Aquarius. Messages and information for Aquarius. Messages and information for Aquarius. Oh, I want them both. Okay. I'm taking both of them. Right, okay. So don't worry if you can't see the cards. I will show you the cards and explain, you know, why I'm getting what I'm getting from the reading for you as well. So first energy for you at the moment, Aquarius, is actually the Three of Swords. As you can see from the kind of colour of the card, it's kind of quite a dark energy. Sadness, mourning, problems of a serious nature needing to be faced and dealt with head on. So when it comes to your love life right now, it feels to me as though there are problems that you're having to deal with. I also want to say to you that either these problems have been going on for a number of months, or that actually it could take a number of months before you get a solution or feel that you're out from under the dark cloud and the energy of this. What I do get from this though is there is support around you. So whether the problems are other people's, you're running around helping, being supportive, whether the problems are yours personally, other people are supporting and helping you. But yes, this is about facing and dealing with problems head on. And for more information, you've got the Eight of Wands underneath. So these problems, whatever they are, you're going to be writing letters, making phone calls, planning, organising, broadening of horizons. So it's very likely to be swift changes or sudden decisions made by you. And, you know, things could be changing in the next 8 weeks. And I'll give you more information about that as I get into the reading. Okay, so it's a love reading, and although there are problems, People, the devil card puts the wind up people when they see it in a reading, and it's actually very practical, down to earth energy. It can also be passion, temptation. It can, the card underneath it is actually the Ace of Cups, which is an outpouring of love, feeling and emotion. So, this is telling me that there is somebody that you love, but that there is a destructive element or energy about this relationship. Either it is self-destruct. I'm telling you now, the energy, what's coming into my mind when I look at these two cards together, it's strange, isn't it? Because this card can be family, children, as well as a partner. It's not always going to be a love reading, as in asking about person that you're wanting a love relationship with. This can actually be that there are problems linked to family members that you're needing support and help to resolve and sort out. And the devil can be destructive behaviour in a sense of something controlling somebody rather than them controlling it. It can be alcohol, it could be drugs, it could be gambling, it could be spending money that the person doesn't have, or whatever the problem is, it's actually impacting on family too, because the family are really worried about this. So I want to say, Aquarius, this is about being very practical and looking at what needs to change. You could have family members either pressurizing you if the problem is yours. You could find yourself pressurizing somebody in the family if the problem is theirs. But yes, getting help, swift action, sudden decisions about how to resolve this, because, as I say, you want to help this person overcome this because you love them. So I do want to say to you that this sort of energy of destructive behaviour, when something controls a person rather than they have control over it, it can destroy relationships. It can really have a very powerful impact on those around and be really difficult, a very difficult energy. But as I say, the good news is, whatever this problem is, it's being faced and it's being dealt with, even though it's probably been quite stressful. Okay. So the energy of the next week or so is the Six of Swords. This is a major turning point. This is about clarity about the future. The previous card, the Five of Swords, is feeling trapped and stuck in a bleak situation, but the swords now lie at your feet. So this is coming out of feeling stuck. This is coming out of a trap or a situation which you couldn't see a way of resolving or sorting out. So within the next 2 weeks, you are getting knowledge or information, clarity. You can see a way forward. That's worn away, but there is a symbol of healing here. And so it is suggesting that harmony and balance is returning to a family situation or relationship, and there is going to be healing. The energy underneath this is the Four of Swords. So this gives me more information about what the turning point is. The Four of Swords is sitting down, talking things through. It can be counselling, professional counselling. It can be taking a break from whatever the addiction is or whatever the problem is, stepping back from it, taking time. So I want to say that whatever these problems are, sitting down, talking to somebody, possibly professional, or getting really positive advice and guidance is going to definitely help, and there's steps in the right direction. It's not solving the whole problem, but there's definitely an opportunity here for healing. But I feel somebody is trying to take a step back from a stressful situation to deal with these problems. There may be a need to step back from work or take a break from work or be signed off work. As I say, it can be health issues, it can be other problems, but it's really impacting, I feel, Aquarius, on your life at the moment. So taking a break, stepping back from maybe relationships or circumstances, to see the wood for the trees, to get clear about how you feel, what you want. And yes, you can see a way forward. You don't any longer feel trapped, but it's going to take some time to heal this. You know, there's a lot of energy coming up at the moment in all the readings that I'm doing for this week, because Mars is retrograde in Aries at the moment, and also we've got a full moon in Aries that's going to be joining it very soon. Mercury's going retrograde. You've got the Sun in Libra. Libra's relationships. And that Mars in Aries going retrograde is opposing Libra. So when a planet goes backwards, it's telling you to kind of stop, consider, look back at the past, what's been going wrong, what needs to change. And, you know, it's very much not only a time of healing and transformation for people, but that they are stopping to look at what is causing the problems, either in their lives or in their relationships, and their relationship with themselves, more importantly, because if you've got a good relationship with yourself, then everything else can fall into place. Okay, so in the past, these two cards here are past energy. For most people, I tend to say that this can be quite recent if this event or circumstances kind of cropped up quite recently, but it can also go back over the last 6 months. So the Lovers card, I mean, obviously there's been love, romance, relationship here, but the other card beneath it, which gives me more information about this, is saying that whatever these problems are, although there's been a real passionate, loving connection, someone's had to make a choice to end this. I don't really get the sense that whether it's you or it's the other person that's ended a situation for whatever reason, it's not no ending's a happy ending, but what I'm trying to say is they're not doing it because they want to. They're doing it because they feel they have to step back from a romance or a relationship to kind of change. So the Death card is an ending in a relationship, but it's also transforming and changing. It's letting go of people, places, behavioural patterns that are destructive, negative, not serving the person. And when a door closes, a new door will open. So this is very much about, a relationship's ended. Whether the relationship ending has caused this person to look inward, look at the problems and transform and change, because love is the great healer. And as I say, this is Capricorn is all about addictions, things controlling us, negative behaviour, but there's love here. And love, when there's darkness, you just turn on a light and the darkness disappears, the shadows disappear. And that's what love does. As soon as love is present in a relationship or a situation, it can remove the darkness and the negativity. So the message that I'm really getting here is the person that you've been dealing with, or somebody that's really important to you that you love, is having to learn to love themselves and learn to stop allowing these negative behaviours to destroy or control their life. So I said to you about recent energies and a choice or a decision linking to an ending, and you see the next card, more recent energy, the Five of Pentacles. Often people talk about this being kind of left out in the cold. My feeling is that you're moving away from something that actually is not positive. It's like a war zone and a battle zone here, like the Blitz. And these people basically, their homes have been destroyed. They've got nothing left. They've got all their possessions on their backs or in their arms. And so they're moving away from something that meant a lot in the past, but there's nothing there now for them. So it doesn't mean a complete ending. It just means moving away from something. And as I say, even when we get this energy in the recent past, or even if it's current, we can often still have these feelings, can can we get this back together? With this person contact me? It's almost as though, as I say, they need space, you're giving them space, and it's for that reason they need to step forward and contact you when they're ready. They need to want this and instigate a new beginning. And the good news is, underneath the Five of Pentacles, you've got the Prince of Swords. I don't know if you can see this, but that little symbol on his tie or his neck scarf is the symbol of Aquarius. So that's really interesting. So you know, whether you are a man and you need to talk to somebody, or you want to come back in and communicate with somebody where there's been a break or a gap, this could well be you. Swift changes, sudden decisions based on what you've got to say for the other person concerned. Equally, this could be someone, Aquarius, that actually has in their own chart Aquarius prominent. And when you look at chemistry and compatibility in natal charts, you often see that there is trine energy, or you've got planets on top of their planets in the same sign. So this person has Aquarian energy. They need space, they need freedom, they like their space sometimes, but this person's coming in with communication, and they've got knowledge and information that can help. This is a very helpful soul, helpful energy. Now at the end, I don't know if you remember, there were two cards that popped out and I said I want them both. You know, this card is this is about response to communication, and this is saying someone's going to be very guarded. And again, that could be you. You could be protecting the feelings of loved ones, family, children. You could be protecting yourself. You know, I often feel with the Princess of Cups, we can open up and we can say a lot and we can tell someone how we feel, but if that gets us nowhere, then we kind of close down again, we stop protecting ourselves again. So you may have opened up to this person, but you're going to be very cautious about expressing your feelings or opening your heart, because the cup is your heart. You know, you got your hands over the top of the cup, basically saying, I'm not sure if I want to open my heart to you again. I'm not sure if I can let you come into my life and affect my feelings again, or affect people I love as well. Because let's face it, relationships, when they go wrong, you know, can have a negative impact on family members too. When they go well, you know, that can be a positive. Okay, so if that resonates with you, Aquarius, and you feel it makes some sense, I'm now going to look at the next 7 days ahead. Oh gosh, right, okay. So over the next 7 days, this is going to be messages and information for you as to what is likely to happen. Right, I've got to say to you, Mars retrograde in Aries is having a really, it's really difficult for a lot of people at the moment to deal with this. Tempers are fraying, especially if you're dealing with someone with Aries in their chart, or possibly other fire signs. In fact, I think a lot of people are being affected by the full moon in Aries as well. It's people are a bit quick to temper, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so you got the Tower. If you're familiar with tarot, the Tower can be major upheaval, security, stability as you've known it being shaken up. It could be forced changes not of your choosing, events, people, circumstances being revealed in clarity. Okay, because of the card next to it, it's basically telling me that with the full moon, something is happening. Somebody's sneaking around, being deceptive. You know, Aquarius, what's coming into my mind is someone taking something or something being stolen. Just a tip, just a suggestion. be really careful at the moment with security. You know, don't leave your handbag somewhere and think that someone's not going to go into it. You know, prevent these kind of situations. Okay, don't leave a window open and go out, or the back door open and think, oh, I'm only going to be gone a little while. You know, as I say, you can prevent this, but these two cards together, as I say, if it's not someone being secretive or sneaky, you know, it's basically secrets coming out in the open, something someone's tried to cover up or hide. And whatever this is at the moment, you know, you're going to find yourself dealing with a situation around the full moon that you'll feel like, God, I want to escape this, I want to get away from this, rather than have to turn around, face and deal with the problems. And the swords represent the problems that someone's trying to hide. And again, I think this all goes back to what I was saying in the other reading about maybe someone with an addiction, someone with a problem. It's all coming out in the open. And as I say, when something comes out in the open, you're having to face and deal with the problem head on. Okay. The good news is that all of this coming out in the open, and people often talk about problems and a person having to hit rock bottom or something go really bad before they start climbing back up towards themselves again. And the Judgment card is like a kind of an end of a chapter. So that tells me whatever's coming out in the open, whatever this is, this problem, yes, you know, there could be something of a legal dealing, something, you know, kind of court related, something like that involved here. I always look at the Tower as being liberation from a situation that needs to change. You know, sometimes we need the truth, sometimes we need everything to come out in the open, and then we can make a decision based on all the facts, all the information as to what we need to change or what we want to change in our lives. So wait for the dust to settle. Somebody may run away or avoid or not want to face this situation, even though you know, something's being revealed, the truth's coming out. But as I say, it's an ending of a chapter, and that means that, you know, somebody's going to be starting a new chapter soon. So a problem's got to come out or be revealed, and you've got to know exactly what it is before that problem can then begin to be healed. So let's get a bit more information. Wow, you've got such a powerful week ahead of you. This is big stuff, and I don't like readings to be negative in any way. We've got 4 out of 5 major arcana cards. You know, the minor arcana give information, but the major arcana are really important situations coming up. Okay, so the next energy is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is spiritual growth, inner growth. This is making sacrifices, this is doing without, and especially, as I say, if somebody is doing things that aren't good for them, it can be that they kind of, they have not a eureka moment, it's kind of enlightenment. It's, you know, they just suddenly realise. And it's all around this time of this full moon. So, yeah, it's enlightenment. So someone knowing what they need to let go of. And then the Chariot. You know, I said about the Judgment being the end of a chapter, and the Hanged Man being enlightenment, someone knowing what they need to change, what they need to let go of. But then the hard work starts, and the Chariot is about hard work, major effort. This can be, you know, this is not just a week or two. This can be 6 months. This can be a year. This can be more. This can be a lifetime for some people. So this is a struggle, but all the hard work, all the major effort that's put in is going to be so well worth it in the outcome. I also want to say that the Chariot next to the Nine of Pentacles, somebody's moving out, somebody's moving home, because there's a key to a door here. She's holding the key to a door, and this is moving. The Hanged Man is letting go, and then there's the end of a chapter. So I've got to say, this is a really difficult situation, but I've got to say to you, I'm not saying it's everybody, but there's some people that in the next week, someone's going to move out of a home, someone's going to leave, a couple could separate, they could feel forced to move home or address. It's kind of quite a big situation, but it's transformation, it's change. And I'm telling you now, where you're moving to is lovely. It's lovely. So don't worry about the upheaval. Don't worry about all of these things. Just know that everything is happening as it's meant to. Nothing happens by chance. Everything is happening in the right order, at the right time. So, just one more card for the next week. Oh, that's too many. Bear with me. Okay, well, I'm going to take that one. I do want 2 cards for just guidance. Okay. So, whew. In a weekly reading, I don't think I've ever seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards out of 7. And the World card is that confirmation. So the Chariot is moving, key to a door. The World card is successful completion of a situation, your world changing, new people, places, faces, new environment around you. So there's definitely a move here. So I want to go back to what I was saying to you before about problems being faced affecting family. It could be a child moving out of home. It could be that you're moving or you're kicking somebody out. I don't know. But either way, life is changing here. And it's all progress and it's positive. So I want to say to you, with regard to the love reading, and this is some guidance and advice. You've got the Nine of Wands, so I'm going to look at the Nine of Wands first of all. I feel this is the person with the problem. I feel that this person's putting barriers up in front of them. They may appear on the surface to be strong, to have everything in control, but actually that's just like a mask that this person is wearing. So a lot of people, they're scared to get hurt, but their behaviour can be destructive and hurt other people and themselves. The Nine of Wands has been coming up in a lot of the readings that I've been doing, and the vibration and energy of delays, which the Nine of Wands is all about, a temporary situation. Mars going retrograde in Aries is that temporary situation. That's a time of delay. So the guidance here is that looking back at the past, looking back at past behaviour, looking at what needs to change instead of moving forward and acting. It's a time of contemplation and delays, but it's also a time of healing, because when you look back and you recognise what's going wrong, you've either got to heal that, change that, or do something about it. The other message is, I've got to say this, you could get a shock. Somebody could have problems with legal matters, or, as I say, sneaking around, criminal activity, doing something wrong, you know, the shock, the move, the change, everything happening rapidly. This can be bars. So this can be somebody getting caught for what they're doing. But as I say, the truth is coming out. You might get a shock about this. There's circumstances that may be difficult to deal with initially, but the dust will settle and everything will be clarified. And then the Princess of Swords, well, this is definitely Aquarian energy, because swords are air signs. So this is you getting to the truth of a matter, asking direct questions, getting clarity. And this hawk in the picture is saying you're not going to miss a thing. You'll be able to read people's body language. You'll be able to kind of see through what they're trying to hide or cover. And as I said before, this person's definitely just trying to hide or cover something. So, getting to the truth of the matter. But as I say, even though there may be a break, a need for time apart for the time being, as I got in the other reading, you could find yourself, you know, them moving, you moving. But it does feel to me, as I said before, that this person's going to be coming forward with communication, and you'll be guarded, you'll be very cautious about this. You'll want to know a lot more information. Okay, Aquarius, so I'm just going to choose one last card from the Zodiac Angel cards. This is more spiritual guidance and advice. If you believe in God, or you believe in a great white spirit, the angels, you know, if you're having psychic readings, you believe in ancestors and our loved ones in spirit that can guide us and help us. So wherever you feel the message is coming from, just know that that great white spirit or God or whatever you believe in, the angels will give you that guidance. So Aquarius, stay with me. Aquarius, Zodiac Angel message for Aquarius. Thank you. Okay. Oh, Aquarius, it's you. Okay. Your soul lesson, brotherhood through love. Okay, so Aquarius, this is basically saying, you know, Aquarius, you are the healer. Aquarian energy and the age of Aquarius is about uplifting humanity, raising the vibration of humanity. You have the ability to pour that oil on troubled water, to calm a situation down, to help people. And you just resting your hand on someone's shoulder, you heal them. So this card is basically saying you can heal a situation by sending it love to those involved. You can heal a person by just sitting quietly with them, or even projecting love to them. And as I say, you can heal someone's addictive behaviour or negative kind of actions that are destructive, either to themselves or others, by love, just love. Because whatever makes someone behave badly or do the wrong thing, deep down inside of them, you know, there is a good person, and the love that you have, Aquarius, will bring that good, positive person back. Okay, I'm going to read the message on the back to you. As you strive to remain true to your principles, you will be helped and strengthened in the circumstances of your daily life. There are many who will try to tempt you off the path of light, but God will give you strength to remain constant and true, and to serve with love in your heart every day of your life. Practice bringing spiritual principles into your work, into the outside world, not by talking about them, but by living them. I am true to my guiding light, to God within my heart. So there you go. Aquarius, you're the healer. You can heal this person, heal their wounds, heal the situation. Don't take the whole thing on your own shoulders. This person's still got to do some hard work to actually turn things around. But your belief, that's the main thing. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the reading. I hope it's giving you some insight. It does look like a challenging week ahead. If you've enjoyed the reading, please subscribe, and of course if you'd like to know when I'm posting any other videos for Aquarius, hit the notification button and you'll get the message. Okay. Of course, watch your ascendant sign, sun sign, Venus, and moon, just to see. There could be more information for you. Okay. So I will speak to you soon. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Bye for now, Aquarius. God bless.